Welcome to my video about taping for swelling. A few days ago I had some swelling there on my left front of the ankle. I don't know what it was from, but it was giving me problems, so I wanted to support that joint so that it would not only bend down and further injure or bother my ankle, but also to help the lymph fluid be pumped out, which is the swelling that you're seeing, that you saw in that picture. So this quick clip is just kind of a fast forward video of the base layer, but here we're starting the second layer, and this is how the first layer is laid down, so you get a little slower action of how I'm doing it. So I first start off with just shaving some of the hair that would get in the way of the adhesive. So I want to make sure I have good, clean contact with the tape in my skin. The nice thing about this tape is that it is sectioned out a few inches at a time, but I'm going to cut it about in half. You don't have to use the whole strand because it will stretch quite a bit. So there I'm cutting about half of it off. Now I make these little octopus legs. That's what we called them in the PT clinic I was a technician at. I love doing arts and crafts, so this is kind of an easy thing for me to do, but it is quite difficult. So if you need to, get some chalk and make some lines so that you can follow and make straight lines. Now, also, I'm rounding the edges of the bottom of the feet. It's nice that this tape is rounded at the top, as you can see there. And that just keeps hard edges from peeling up and away from when you place the tape down. So that just kind of keeps it nice and high quality and ensures that it's going to stay there longer. Now I went more for the medial head of my tibia there. And I'm going to wrap it around to the lateral side of my ankle and to the foot. And that's not necessarily the main pull that I'm getting from the base tape that is already there is really what I'm trying to pull away from. So I feel like the swelling is somewhere around like the tendon of the big toe and how it comes up the shin. So I want to pull up and away from that direction so that the lymphatic system can drain that swelling. And that's the whole idea of taping, is you want to pull away from that tape. Now, as far as the technique here, you want to be really careful because you don't want to get too much of you don't want to touch the adhesive too much until it is actually laid down. So I'm being really careful about just holding on to the paper and kind of pulling it across the foot. And I'll do a progress video about how everything goes in a little bit. But as you'll see, I'm also rubbing down the adhesive with the back side of the tape just to make sure everything is nice and secured. Also, the friction and the warmth actually helps the adhesive stick a little bit more. So this will last about 3 or 4 days. I've seen it last a whole week. It is okay to also get wet, and don't be afraid to shower or hike or do anything like that. But what I like to do is also wear a sock so it doesn't peel up those edges. So nice and pretty there. Very cool. So it's again supporting that plantar flexion and resisting the dorsiflexion. Nice and easy. Rubbing it down, and also I might be icing it in a couple days. We'll see how it feels. I'll take some progress pictures to see how it worked. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know.